Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we are by ourselves, which is a little bit different, but nonetheless we have a run to do. Today we're playing Kingler in Generation 2. Now, sorry for the slow start, but Kingler was honestly kind of difficult to decide on what kind of moveset I want. There is a lot of avenues you can go through, but the avenues aren't very good. So what do I mean by that? If we kind of take a look at the moveset here, get rid of that part. I was actually kind of debating on when I go up to Lance, should I consider using Guillotine, Icy Wind, or just go with Return? And quite frankly, there are probably good arguments for all three of them. But I right before the very beginning of the stream, I googled how Guillotine works in Generation 2. They got rid of the speed aspect, which is good because 75 speed is not going to do it. But it starts at 30% and basically goes up 1% each level you are higher than the opponent. Well, unfortunately, if I were to do all of the training in the game, that would get me to like level... Well, it gets you to like level 60-ish. 58-ish. Even if I were to use all the candies, that would get me like 65, 64 or so. Since I'm gonna have Amnesia on my final moveset, I'm not particularly worried about red, like at all. But I mean, 50 is pretty hard to deal with, even if I do multiply it by 3. So it's not like red is gonna be a complete and utter given, but you're not gonna be able to set up on Pikachu very easily. So even if I do use Amnesia immediately 3 times, Pikachu could probably just knock me out. So I do have to get some luck on a Thunder Mist, probably, at least one. But regardless, I still don't know if Guillotine will be good enough. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try Guillotine on run 1. I've actually kind of abandoned my Icy Wind strat, because even at 200 power, Icy Wind's still not very good. 200 power of something that's 50 stat is still 100. So that's well, I guess it'd be 400% damage. So I guess that would be 4 times. So that would okay, I did the math right. I just said the wrong thing. Still 200 power. So it's still not going to be crazy good. It's still technically more powerful than Return. But Return will be more consistent as far as like my moveset is concerned, because I don't want to have to hold on to Icy Wind for a while. Maybe I could teach Icy Wind last second if everything doesn't work. But I think because Guillotine, I have to hold on to it. I think we're going to go Guillotine, then we'll try Icy Wind, and then we'll try Return. So there's definitely a lot of room for error on this first run. The second run, I think we'll have everything dialed down based on how the first run goes. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I've only been talking about Lance here because I think Lance is literally the only problematic trainer in the whole like game. Of course, there's always Karen because of Sand Attack, but for the most part, it's mostly just Lance. Now, I am a little bit scared of Karen's Gengar, but I guess a 2-shot with Surf is just gonna have to do. And quite frankly, it might be a 3-shot, but I'm predicting a 2-shot just for the simple fact that I think Gengar is going to use Curse. So, guess we'll have to see how that's going to go. Karen could be even worse if I don't knock out Vileplume in one hit, but with a 130 attack stat, I am predicting a 1-shot on Vileplume, so I'm not crazy worried. But boy, if that doesn't go well, I could definitely see how I can be very worried. Anyways, I think it's probably enough. I think we could probably go ahead and get going. My icon has changed since I used Super Shucky. It's like I gotta look for a different icon. It was so easy to look for the Retro Arch icon. It's black and obvious. All right, now for the real reason why this run is hard. I have to play on fast speed and not instant. Anyways, we have a lot of moves to pick from. The move choices are Kooky Kooky and Frogger. Oh, no, sorry. Beer. I'm not sure why Annie wrote beer, but it's short. So whatever Annie's reason behind it, I'm not going to argue. But for the first run, we're going to go Kooky Kooky because it's way longer. And on fast speed text, the length matters. Doesn't matter a lot, probably like 10 seconds, but it matters. All right, anyways, we don't start until after we've given our egg move, which, by the way, now I can't freeze the thing anymore, so I should probably get that ready. Move, Pokemon 1, move 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. All right. Luckily, the time isn't going to start until after I give the egg move, so we're not going to be crazy worried about the beginning messing anything up there. Return's going to be our best move for the whole run, so definitely want to say yes. Quite frankly, return might be like our only move this run. Now, what's really sucky is we don't get Swift or Headbutt, so I am going to be stuck with the amount of PP. Whoa. That's not working. Why are you not working? You guys don't know what's happening here. Okay, well, there's a program called Rewaz, and Rewaz is supposed to make it so... Well, actually, hold on. Ah, there it is. I don't know why I didn't save my changes, but it was currently set on rapid fire. All right, let's just restart. Rewaz was working. Super Shucky was not. Or, well, it wasn't remembering the change that I made. Which I find very weird, but who cares? Not a big deal. We'll start over. All right. Luckily, it didn't cost any time or anything. Luckily, this game has got such a frustrating way of naming, or just text in general, where it clicks so fast and so often that it's really difficult to click one letter at a time. I was able to discover it quickly. All right. Okay, that's a KY. Like, look at this. This is me just holding down left. That's what I mean by it's kind of annoying. It can accept one long input. All right. Got our 3 moves. So move number 4 is going to be Amnesia. Oh, interesting. You can actually start typing the move in. Sweet. Move saved. There we go. Heal. And then as soon as we talk to the guy, we can start a timer. 5 minutes in. All right. That's what happens when you pick a long name that uses a lot of letters that are all across the board. All right. Well, we're not even knocking things out in one hit. So that's a start. That's for sure. Oh, hold on. I need to make another change. All right, because this is not a ROM that Speed made, I forgot that I need to make all of the other changes, but I forgot to give myself the shiny DVs, which, as you guys can see, my Pokemon, not shiny. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Pokebite appears to be frozen. Okay, Team 0. IVs. All right. Oh, they're now, you now type them in. Okay. 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 It is not a system I am used to, but I have to click save after each one now. So that's interesting. Otherwise, it doesn't change if I don't click save. All right, it should be shiny now. And then the last thing, Pokerust. There we are, 1. All right, so it's been a while since we've done one of these runs, so hopefully that'll all be fixed now. We'll know as soon as, quite frankly, we're 12 minutes in game time, so our game time is real wrecked. Oh, our shiny is green? That's ugly. Look how ugly it is. It's so green. It's worse than the regular sprite. The regular sprite's actually quite cool. I don't know about you guys. I don't like green sprites. I think almost all the green sprites are a downgrade over the originals. Does anybody actually like any green sprite? Like, does anybody think any of the green sprites are better than the originals? Speedrunner is actually not going to be joining today. It's he's at, yeah, where I come from, we call it a carnival. He called it a fair. So fair, carnival, however you want to do it. Traveling. It's the traveling fair, I guess. So he is absolutely not going to be joining us today. So it will just be me. Who's the red-haired individual? It'll be Speed on run 1. It might be Ike on run 2. Maybe. That might be a funny tradition. Alright, I believe we should be able to beat Falconer. Not too much issue. So, also, we're also weak to grass, so we definitely do not want to do the Bellsprout Tower. Although, I am fairly confident all the level 3 Bellsprouts would not survive an attack from Vice Grip. However, the level 6s on the final floor, I am not too confident will survive. Or, well, I'm not too confident they'll get knocked out, so I'm pretty sure that the best bet is just go directly to Falconer. We are not weak to ground moves, so I'm not particularly worried about him using Sand Attack. And our defense stat is so good that it really doesn't matter what the trainers in his gym or he does. Flying is not going to do like a crazy amount of damage, so I'm not going to be worried about Peck. Obviously, normal is not going to do a whole heck of a lot of damage, so I'm not really worried about tackle. I'm not really worried at all about Falconer or his gym. According to my overlay, I am not weak to bug, so I guess I'm not particularly worried about Bugsy either. Actually, whenever I have a water type, I usually do kind of fear bug. It might be an irrational fear because bug and grass are so like linked in my head. But the overlay has assured me that Fury Cutter will not do a whole heck of a lot of damage. And because of our high defense, I'm not particularly worried about Fury Cutter gaining too much power too quickly. So we will see how that goes. Luckily, Bugsy's other Pokemon are just so bad that they're not really relevant at all. Okay, I took a lot of damage there. That is eye-opening. Maybe I should have picked up the extra potion. Okay, that's better. That's way better. That's the kind of damage that I thought I'd be taking. Okay, Peck does a lot more than Tackle, clearly. Or Spearo's just that much better. I mean, I've got experience playing Spearow versus Pidgey, and Spearow is definitely a lot better than Pidgey. But I think it had something to do with... I don't know, but I guess technically... I was thinking it had something to do with Stab, but they... oh. Are they both normal flying, or is Spearow straight... I guess it doesn't really matter. They're both Stab. Tackle Stab, Flying Stab. So I guess it's really perplexing why Peck does so much and why Tackle doesn't. You would think that they do rather like similar damage, since Peck and Tackle have very similar amounts of power. All right, we're going to grab that Paralyzed Cure Berry. We need that for Lance. I don't know how I missed that. So without Swift and without Headbutt, it's going to be a pretty obvious decision that we're going to upgrade to Return like very quickly. As you can see on the right side, our Return base power is only 40. That will go up quite quickly. Interestingly enough, Bubble is useless, but if I were to battle that guy with the Geodude, would have been an okay move to use. Alright, grab this full heal. We're not the fastest, but we're not the slowest either, so the full heal could come in handy, especially against Paris. But lately it's been, I believe Weedle has been poisoning me, which is really annoying. Yes. I don't know why I looked up. There's nothing up there. We're 41 power. Can't learn any of the punches, obviously, because this is not a back port. They don't need the punches as pseudo moves for other moves. Although, quite frankly, I do think Kingler would be able to punch, even if it is, you know, a claw-like thing. I mean, you get punched by that bad boy, and he's got 130 power. I think that would hurt. Now, which punches would I give him? Probably just Ice Punch. I mean, he already gets Icy Wind, Blizzard, and Ice Beam. Might as well give him the trifecta of ice moves. I guess that is the trifecta. Quadfecta. Now, it's really unfortunate that we're not going to be able to use a stab move effectively. I forget what our attack stat was. 50. Our special attack stat was 50. So we would have to have basically a super effective move for it to be anywhere near close enough to be considered. Why Weedle? I hate when I have to use that that full restore early. There are more than one place that I would like to use a full restore. Yeah. And the best part about Kingler is it's kind of readily available. It's not like something that you have to go out of your way. Kind of like Staryu. Well, Staryu is hard to get in Gen 1. It's I think it's a super rod and it's in specific areas. I did not have a Kingler as a kid, although oh my. Oh my. So, I forgot that saving is a big deal in Super Shucky. I'm so used to rewinding that I forgot. I guess we're starting over. It's not really funny, but it is. I have to reset all the DVs and whatnot because all I did was save them. I didn't actually freeze them. I wasn't anticipating need to reset them, so Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Right. Moves. Just the last move. Okay. I guess, yeah, imagine if I gotten a reset all the way at the next possible reset, which is going to be Morty. I do not predict I will one-shot Morty's game. Honestly, I don't predict I'll one-shot most of Morty's team. That's why I predict I'm actually going to be doing the Lighthouse first. So that way I could considerably, like, be a higher level. Like, this is one of those situations kind of like Scizor, where all my stats are physical, but I don't have a physical move. I could, in theory, use Mud Slap, but it's still not going to do a heck of a lot of damage. I actually think that Surf would do a lot more damage than Mud Slap, just because we're talking 135 power versus 40 power. So I'm just once overing the move set just in case. Yeah, the only other physical moves are Mud Slap and Fury Cutter on the whole entire thing. I guess Rock Smash too. So yeah, it really is normal moves only for physical. Okay, well, that was eye-opening. I will definitely need to make sure to pay attention. All right. Well, I guess I should also bring up areas that I should consider healing, or I mean saving at. So the thing about Scizor, that you probably wouldn't know if you're just playing regular. Scizor, oh, hold on. What I did wrong here. I just noticed the text is real slow. Every time you reset, you have to change all this stuff back. All right. Now let's start. Yeah, way better. That last text was real slow. The thing about Scizor that most people don't understand is that it's really hard to play with Scizor until you get to level 30 when it gets Metal Claw. Because otherwise, you're not going to be able to beat Morty. Like at all. Like, good luck beating Morty with Fury Cutter. That's just not going to happen. So, although, quite frankly, it's not like crazy hard. You just have to get to level 30. But getting to level 30 means you can't do Morty right away. It means you have to, like, go do Morty after, like, the tower. You know, interestingly enough, I didn't save at all. Interesting. That's, quite frankly, oh, dang it. I didn't start the timer. Nor did I add the egg move. Hey, Boss Cow. All right, we will get a run started at some point. We're only 25 minutes in. We haven't started yet. That's fun. On the bright side, I'm getting down this whole beginning part. Talking to the mother is always confusing. Speed always says you can just hold A and just say yes to daylight savings times. But I'm so used to, as a kid, always saying no to daylight savings time that I just instinctively have to be like, no, daylight savings time, bad. Interestingly enough, we Googled on Saturday. Apparently, daylight savings time is recognized by 70 of the 400 countries in the world, which is kind of crazy. Amnesia. All right, and starter timer. There we go. You know, Kate, KPI, I didn't have a friend to. Actually, I've already mentioned this story plenty of times, but I actually did buy a link cable and it didn't work. Then I bought another link cable and it didn't work. I bought a wireless link cable. It didn't work. And then I bought another wireless link cable. And I shouldn't be calling it a cable because it was more of like a little dongle, kind of like a half oval USB that you stick at the end of the Game Boy. Turns out it's not that all of those link cables didn't work. It turns out that my Game Boy wouldn't accept a link cable. Like, it just didn't work. And you know the crazy thing is, I was such a what do you call it? Hog, I guess you would say. Like, I had a brother who's 2 years younger than me. I was such a hog of like my word matters the most, and it basically we only tested my Game Boy. My brother had his own Game Boy, and of course we tested with each other, so obviously they weren't gonna work because one of them didn't work. But it's kind of funny to think about that my brother's was able to work the whole time, and mine was the one that was causing nothing to work. And because mine didn't work, we just assumed all link cables didn't work. But eventually, we did find out that the link cable thing worked my brother's. And as you can probably imagine, being the older brother, that I just took my brother's Game Boy. We basically swapped. I know, not the nicest person, I know. But anyways, I took my Game Boy back to elementary school, and the first time I was able to actually trade with somebody, I traded in Pokemon Silver. I traded a random Pokemon for somebody's Fraligator, and I used their Fraligator. I'm like, ooh, this Pokemon's pretty good. And the next time I played a run, I decided to use Fraligator, and I was converted from the fire type starter to the water type starter. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, that's crazy. Not a lot of people who pick the fire starter can do that. You know, people who pick the fire starter, they're pretty pig-headed. It's the only game in all of Pokemon's history I have not picked the fire starter. I picked the fire starter in every other game except for Gen 5 because I haven't played Gen 5 since. Oh, well, I guess I haven't played the newest one either, so technically I just did something bad. Okay, let's go fix that. All right, we fixed it. I said yes to the mom. Cool little fun fact. If you say yes to the mom, oh, hold on, we need that. You can actually call her back and tell her no. Like, no, I changed my mind, guys. All right, I changed my mind. No, thank you. We don't need to be saving money. Saving money bad. Spending money good. Oh, and the thing is, all of the generations, I would actually like give chances to some of them. Like, I gave chances to Trico, and boy, I don't know if other people are going to agree with this. I think Trico sucks. Like, I think Trico sucks a lot. Like, I don't think Trico's very good at all. I remember Trico really, really sucked at the rival battle too. Like, the fire starter is also pretty hard at the rival battles. Swampert was super easy. Save. Remember to save. I still need to play that. I would have played Gen 9 by now. However, as I think I've mentioned, I've got a jailbroken Switch. And one of the things about being jailbroken, along with getting all the free games you could ever want, you don't want to let the battery die. And here's the thing. I didn't play it very often after like the last like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus, which I played a lot of between them. Once I stopped playing both of those, I just stuck it in the charger, and I forgot there was one day where we had a power outage that was like 3/4 of the day. And I guess the power never ever turned back on to the dock. So my Switch is bricked until I take it to my brother. There's a program I know you can download, and then you have to like click you have to click a button essentially, and it will run again. It's not oops. Oh, I just cheated. It's not super hard to do. But essentially you have to start your Switch up with a button. You have to be like, oh, hey, I understand that you've forgotten how to turn on. This will turn you on, and then you click it, and boom, and it'll just turn on like usual. Anyways, it's the only thing that ever dies, or that only ever died at my house. I charge most of my devices every night, or I leave them in the charger 24/7. I know that's not smart, but it is what it is. But anyways, I can't play my Switch until then, and I don't want to take it to my brother. I'm too invested in Elden Ring right now, and I just literally purchased this morning another game. So between Elden Ring and NCAA 25, I don't have any time to play another game like Pokemon Scarlet Violet. I might get back to it. I might get to it at some point, but I still have I still have to finish the base game of Elden Ring. I'm already 80 hours in. I haven't really, I just got past like a relatively big boss. Like there's a big city in the game, in like a yellow area. I think that's like pretty far. So I just beat that. So I'm probably 3/4 of the way through the game, but there is a new game plus mode, so I definitely want to. I failed a lot of quests in the game by accidentally either killing people, or apparently a lot of quests overlap with other things. So if on New Game Plus, I'm gonna want to like do the opposite of what I did on the first playthrough in some cases, because so that way like certain spells aren't like unusable to me. But anyways, I played NCAA 25 this morning, and I graduated Ohio State University, so I obviously had to pick Ohio State. One of the things I was excited to play was that the fact that they have the week by week ladders, like the rankings. So technically, like if I had picked, I don't know, a middle of the ground school, like let's say Ole Miss, I could go up in the rankings, I could go down in the rankings every single week. Obviously, because since I picked Ohio State, I started at rank 2. So I went up to rank 1. And then apparently in my bye week, I went down to rank 3. I didn't even play a game, and I went down to rank 3. And the worst part is I played a game the next week. I didn't even go back to rank 1. Oh, that was frustrating. But anyways, I beat Oregon, and I didn't go back up to 1. You would think I'd go up to 1 because Oregon's really high ranked. It wasn't until I beat Penn State is when I went back to rank 1. But I just found that hilarious. So I guess even though technically I started out as a really high rank, the ranking ladder still mattered. All right, I'm level 15. That's good. Unfortunately, Amnesia won't help me in the rematch versus Scyther. I'm just gonna have to save, and fingers crossed. You know what I should have done? I should have picked up another berry. That would have definitely have made the difference. The thing I like about that was the answer right there. Harden was the answer. Well, it's a good thing I saved this time. Or a crit. A crit's the answer, but for the second run, Harden's the answer, obviously. Yeah, The nice thing about the extended college playoffs is my favorite team, Ohio State, will make the playoffs every single year. Like, getting 3 losses just seems unfeasible. Like, generally there are 4 hard... Oh. Oh, boy. You know what never dawned on me? The fact that I have to face this Ghastly. Also, I just didn't save. I forgot that there's absolutely no way I could beat that Ghastly bubble. Holy crap, the Bayleaf didn't use Razor Leaf. Holy crap, Bayleaf 2-shots me with Razor Leaf. Okay. That's... And there's no time to set up. Oh my god, I may have gotten incredibly lucky, but holy crap, run 2 is gonna suck. And the worst part is I actually one-shot the Ghastly, so I can't even like use one mud slap and then like be like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and set up Amnesias here. Oh, that's bad. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that battle. The beginning game is really, really challenging. Holy crap. There's so many things to navigate, and we just got lucky. Like, we figured out one problem, and then we just ran into another. I just said no to the tree. That's funny. Oh, did my repel war? Oh, okay. Interesting. Anyways, I got lost in thought. Anyways, I am currently at week 9 on NCAA football 25. So I'm not really done with the season. But I imagine the season is obviously gonna go well. My quarterback is not up for a Heisman. Because I'm not the greatest NCAA player. So every single game I throw 5 interceptions, possibly even 6. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, obviously I don't deserve a Heisman. It makes perfect sense. Why would anybody who throws 9, you know, I'm like there's let's see. There was a guy, actually he's the backup on the Browns right now. His name was Jameis Winston. When he played for the Buccaneers, his nickname was Famous Jameis because he threw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in one season, which is absolutely ludicrous. Like these are insanely good stats. Like 30 touchdowns puts him like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. The problem is 30 interceptions puts him at one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. It's really funny. Anyways, he's now a backup, so obviously you could tell that didn't go well for him. But it was really funny because there was this trend you could follow. It was called the Tampa Bay over, and it was you just blindly bet Tampa Bay Buccaneers to go over the team total and the game total. And the reason why is because if he throws 30, because he threw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions, generally the touchdowns, obviously those are a lot of points. Now the 30 interception, that's a lot of opponent points. So he was really good for both teams in scoring. It took about 9 games for Vegas to figure it out. But I rode like 4 of the games overs. It was really good, really fun. Oh, how am I such a low level? I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near level, or not level. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near 150. What does my overlay say? Returns base power be 54. It would actually be weaker than Vice Grip. That's interesting. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to not heal. Oh, well, I'm gonna heal after this battle, of course. I'm not gonna heal after, so that way I can do a, oh, holy crap, that does a lot of damage. Holy crap, that heals a lot of damage. All right, we're gonna give it one more try. I have a feeling that I am treating this Pokemon like it is good when it is clearly not. I think what I need to do is more training. Like a lot more training. Like a ludicrous amount more training on the second run. I don't know why I said one more try. Obviously, I was going to give it a one more try because I didn't want to leave the gym. I fell in love? Isn't this a 50% chance? It just happened 3 times out of 4. Okay, well, that's crazy. I don't think we're hitting the under for this run specifically. Yes, it has become clear to me that we absolutely need all the training that we can get. Clearly, me skipping all of the trainers was a bad idea. I should not have done that. In the wise words of Hagrid, I should not have done that. Clearly, what I should have done was battle like all of the trainers possible. And quite frankly, there is a that might be also a good strategy because that means I will be a higher level for Morty, and there's a good chance that I will knock out at least Haunter on Morty. I'd very much like to be able to knock out Haunter on Morty. Yeah, we gave it a decent amount of tries. 3, I guess. Looks like we might be getting return after all, because I think I might have to come back at level 23. We get dig? We do not. Okay, that's unfortunate. Why did I think we were going to get dig? No, we can't get dig. I literally just explained earlier in the run that the absolute best non-normal moves are Fury Cutter and Mud Slap. That's it. The whole moveset. Fury Cutter, Mud Slap, and Rock Smash. My bad. Forgot about Rock Smash. Everyone forgets about Rock Smash. It's so useless. The moveset is just so limited. Everything else is a normal move. Luckily, I don't believe any of these Voltorbs get a damaging move. Oops. Just use Mud Slap while I still can. Oh, wow. Nice. Did not expect that to one-shot. This will definitely not one-shot. Yeah, I didn't think so. I could get dig by egg move. That does make sense. And if Morty is like the bane of my existence, I will go back and consider it. However, I think after Morty, the game is easy all the way up until Lance. So I don't want to do that. If I get dig instead of amnesia, that means I have to get an entirely new strategy for red. Like amnesia, I've already discussed with Scott. Like the amnesia strat is like auto win. Like if you use curse and amnesia, you will have +6 special defense, +6 regular defense, and it's just auto win. Like you just can't lose. It's like so good. So you definitely don't want to mess that up. Okay, it's clear that 23 was the viable amount that you needed. Hello, Harris. Welcome back. I've seen you here a few times. So again, like I mentioned earlier in the run, I think we're playing this Pokemon a little bit too much like a legendary or like a very good Pokemon, when we should be playing it like a mediocre Pokemon. I've been playing it too good. Or I've been playing it like it's too good. We should be battling like everybody we can. We should be picking up... Well, I guess I can't really pick up very many moves. There's just not much to pick up. On the bright side, because I do have Vice Grip... Oh, hold on. We don't want to heal here. Oh, crap. Does entering the gym prevent the teleport? Can someone confirm me, or do you physically have to heal in the gym? Or do you have to heal to get that the teleport available? Because I just realized I forgot to pick up return, and I want to go back for return. I don't think I should have walked in there. Wow, so close. Turn's base power is 61 right now. That's not, unfortunately, super good. Actually, it's weaker than Stomp. Interesting. I guess I would have to teach over Stomp. Stomp has got the flinch chance right now. Stomp is actually pretty good. It's enter the center, so if I teleport right now... Oh, that sucks. It means I'm gonna have to walk back. That's on the laundry list of long mistakes that I've made. But we'll double check. Yep. Walking back, certainly not ideal. I could teach Surf right now. I just don't think I need Surf right now. I will teach Surf eventually, though. Surf eventually, because Surf is going to be incredibly useful as a backup move. It will have high power. It won't be good. What the heck? I don't know what just happened there, but the game acted like I clicked on a different monitor for some, or something else, like I wasn't clicked in the game. How did Kingler do in Generation 1? Kingler does quite good in Generation 1. Not amazing, but it's not bad. It's not this bad. It has less hardships, or I should say the hardships in Generation 1 are more manageable. If I recall, I believe Lorelei was quite difficult, but I don't think she was absurdly difficult because you can use hold on. Oh, that's... Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't use Razor Leaf. Yes. Okay. For some reason, it keeps using Poison Powder. We have a weakness to grass. Why would it use Poison Powder? It used Poison Powder and Growl last time as well at Rival 2. That is so weird. Anyways, as you can see, we did not knock out a level 20 Haunter, so we have no chance of knocking out Morty's level 22 Haunter. So let's head here. I guess there's no reason to really teach Return. Ah, yes, Guillotine. The move that I wanted to consider keeping on my move set for a while. I wanted to keep Guillotine on my moveset for the simple fact that it can deal with everything that is hard. Unfortunately, a lot of the game is going to be hard. Oh, right, I have to get the berry. Dig would certainly improve this run by quite a lot, but I think it would make the end of the game that much harder. So my choices of moves are extremely limited because I have to keep 2 moves on my moveset the whole time, and that is not easy. On the bright... Oh, actually, I do have to catch a Krabby. That's ironic. I was about to say, on the bright side, I don't have to catch Krabby. And then I'm like, wait a second. Yes, I do. What about owning a Krabby is not catching a Krabby part of the experience? The answer is it's not. I have to catch Krabby. All right, I'm starting to get an affinity for this 3rd slot. This 3rd piece of water has been quite lucky for me. All right, for now, we won't be teaching Surf until, at the very least, I know for a fact we have to teach Surf for Jasmine. But until Jasmine, I don't think it's required. I don't know if Mud Slap is better than Surf. It probably isn't. Like I'm really underestimating how good 135 power move is. Obviously, a move that's better than Hyper Beam, even if you have 50 special, it's not unusable. I'm just trying to remember where I might want to consider using it, because right now, you know what? I think I got the place. After Morty, I think I could consider teaching Surf over Mud Slap. But until Morty, I think Mud Slap is better because obviously we need Mud Slap to defeat Morty. I did it again. I healed, which means I have to go back, and then I have to go back again. As long as I don't heal in... Oh, but I have 10 Mud Slaps. Of course I'm going to have to heal again, like a second time. 10 Mud Slaps is not enough, even if I one-shot everything. Interesting. You know, I've been going down for a very, very long time. I have never really considered the benefits of going left instead until just now. I guess if you go left, you can go back to Mahogany or Ekritique a lot easier. The sucky thing is Guillotine doesn't work on ghosts because they're ghosts. I feel like in Gen 1 you would expect something like that to happen because Gen 1's so awesome like that. I'm pretty sure Fissure works, obviously, because 22 Haunter, not a one-shot still. And I am level 30, so that means I am... Crap. Oh no. That's embarrassing. she had 2 Pokemon. I thought she had a... Oh. Blacking out's gonna take so long. What does Scott do if that happens? That didn't save. Clearly blacking out was the only option. Actually, you know what? I'll compromise. Add the reset. There we go. Resets the whole stream? Yeah, right. You know what? I believe I picked up the Quick Claw, didn't I? I did. I think we're oh, right. I'm not supposed to use the Quick Claw. I was supposed to use the Mint Berry. I'm stupid. This is not going to go well. Okay, that's good. I mean, on the bright side, Mud Slap. Oh, wow. I outspeed Gengar. That's nice. Are these results I can duplicate? No. Okay, once again, the strategy for the second run is just train. Just train a lot more. Just do so much more training. Yeah, but I mean, mud slapping them all is not a strategy you want to hang your head on. Technically, I did have the Mint Berry, so it's a strategy I could have hanged on a little bit, but that is not a good strat. Not by a long shot. More training to knock out the Haunter. Everything about this run has been hard. It makes me feel like even one of the easier gym leaders, which is coming up, Chuck, is probably going to end up being hard. Don't like that. And the thing is, I'm not going to teach Return because Stomp has got a chance of flinch, which right now is better than more power. Plus, if you've been watching the channel long enough, you kind of know a good rule of thumb is that flinching moves like Headbutt get outpaced by power around the time you defeat Chuck. Yeah, that's true. It's actually 130 power. It really is a tough boy. Ouch. I guess it doesn't matter how much defense you have if your opponent has Seismic Toss. I mean, I guess if I wasn't going to use the Mint Berry on Morty, I might as well use it on Chuck because Chuck still has Hypnosis. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm faster than his Pokemon. I mean, Primeape is fast enough, but it doesn't have any EVs, so there is that. That was a crit. Okay. I was about to say, that did a lot of damage. Aha! Mint Berry. And a miss. Sweet. Might as well put that back on. You know what's really going to be funny? Technically, if you think about it, our second run is going to be slower than our first run for a large majority of the game because we've chosen to play this way, where we're going to be doing more training on the second run than the first run. So for the vast majority of the run, we're going to be spending so much time training, whereas this one, it has only 4 resets. 4 resets is not that bad. Where were the resets? They're hodgepodge of everywhere from the the trainer, one of the trainers of Morty's gym to Miltank. I can't remember if we lost to Bugsy in this run or not. I know we lost to Bugsy in one of the runs. But this is the third run speed. Although to be fair, the second run was like 2 seconds. The first run I lost to Bugsy, and I had to restart the whole entire run because I didn't save. The whole run. So I will be saving in front of the Gyarados, just in case anybody is going to ask, because I don't know if you noticed, but we have 96 HP. That is probably 1 Hydro Pump and 1 Dragon Rage. Oh, good. He locked himself in a Thrash. Also, doesn't have Hydro Pump. Nice. Actually, interestingly enough, this is one of the few Pokemon that probably won't die to Gyarados, since Gyarados doesn't have any special moves. You know what I like to think Kingler should be considered? Kingler should be considered what Onyx should have been. Like, think of Onyx's stats and think of Kingler's stats. If you would have given Onyx Kingler's attack, would Onyx be viable? That was a crit. Like, Kingler and Onyx, I think they're like brothers to me, but one of the brothers was given 50 attack and the other one was given 130 attack. Clearly special's not their forte, but physical should be their forte. And defense is obviously like way up there. Let's see. What's my return power up to? Should I switch to return? 77? Yeah, we should switch to return. Sweet. Yeah, I know, Annie. Right? Onyx and Kingler should have the same stats. Holy crap, guys. Look at this. Someone needs to bow to the god that is MVF. Look at this. He's got the amount of power for return on the actual overlay. That's awesome. I literally, I'm flabbergasted. I don't know how someone could code that, but it's insanely impressive. Oh my god. You know how... So, I just always treat return like it's 102 power, even when it's not. So, this causes me to use return in a lot of situations I shouldn't. Most notably, recently, I used return over Shadow Ball at Claire on one of my runs. And clearly, if I could have seen return's power, it would have been obvious that I should have used Shadow Ball. This is just mind blown. It's gonna make for such better content. You know, it would be too much to ask for, but each badge gives a type boost, Like the first badge gives a flying boost as well as the attack boost. Scott's got it coded in his overlay. I've never dreamed of having that in my overlay, but now it looks like it could be possible. Can you imagine? We were doing a run with Scott the other day, and Scott was like, hey, use Aurora Beam. It's going to do more damage to the Magnemite. And I didn't use Aurora Beam because my overlay said the other move was stronger. But when I did use Aurora Beam, it was, in fact, stronger than whatever move I was considering. Now, I don't know which badges give which boost, though, at all. Plus, Pokemon's really weird. You would think, for instance, like, let's say, right here, Price. You would think, oh, hey, he probably gives an ice boost. Maybe, just maybe he doesn't. I mean, he probably does, but what if he doesn't? Scott would know. No rewind. Oh, we gotta be less careless. This guy's always in the way. He never knows when to stop looking at people the wrong way. He needs to stop looking at people. Gives creepy vibes. Yeah, Boss KO, I would assume that all of the gym leaders oh my god. Did I not? Well, that's embarrassing. It is a good thing that this is run 1. Imagine if this is run 2. This is so embarrassing that I would have to do a run 3. Super Shucky is definitely going to expose a lot of my reliance on rewind for mistakes. Yeah, I know he gives special boost. I actually knew that one. That's one of the reasons why people typically do Price first, on top of him being easy. As much as I would love to use the Paralysis Cure Berry, I just have to use Surf. Oh, wow. If that's how much damage Surf does, maybe I should consider using Surf on Haunter. That was a lot of damage. Like, that was a Magnemite. That was a lot of damage especially for like Magnemite, who like, holy crap, why is it daytime? Did I not set it at 1 a.m.? Or am I playing so poorly that it's not nighttime anymore? I mean, it doesn't matter. The only reason why I play at night is to catch the Bellsprout. Bellsprout is has higher encounter rates at night. Because it was just jarring to see that it was not night anymore. It has also dawned on me that I have not made myself a drink. You know what's really, really unfair about Gen 1 Kingler? Gen 1 Kingler doesn't get Crabhammer until like, I want to say it's like 50. It's like Persian and Slash. You think it gets it earlier, but it doesn't. And like once it gets Crabhammer, nothing can stop it. Crabhammer is just, it's an unbelievably powerful move. I mean, can you imagine having 180 attack? Sorry, not 100. That's too low. No. 142 times 2 or times 2. So, can you imagine having a 280 power move every single attack? Now, it uses 50 specials, so don't get me wrong, it's not the greatest. But there is another Pokemon that's very similar to that. I don't know if you guys have heard of this Pokemon. It's called Smeargle. Smeargle has got really, really bad stats, but it doesn't matter if you give it good moves. So this is one of those cases where it doesn't matter if you put Crabhammer on a bad Pokemon, or I mean on a bad Pokemon, because it's going to do an extraordinary amount of damage. And who knows? Maybe that's the reason why they made it special so low, is because they were trying to balance Crabhammer. Can you imagine if that's the reason? Do I have full HP? I do not. Yes, I agree. They should have given it more special defense. I understand the not special attack thing, but they definitely should have given it more of something. Why do you use... Meganium has avoided using its grass move the first turn of every single encounter. Can anybody explain why? Like, I don't think he's got bad AI. I want to say he's got good AI. Clearly, I have a grass weakness. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I can't put my finger on why he wouldn't do it. Right? I got exactly 0. So holy crap, I have only 3 ethers. That means I forgot to pick up one. Okay, well, I definitely picked up the one in the lighthouse. That means I forgot to pick up the Ecruteak ether. Interesting. Mistakes on top of mistakes this run. Luckily, I don't think it's going to matter a lot. I think we'll just pick up the max ether and we'll be fine. Which means I need to put more emphasis on returns, so that way the more returns that I use, the more I get back out of the max ether. Although it does seem to be a one-shot sweep, so it's not a big deal. I know I keep yawning, but I literally woke up 1 hour before the stream. Which you're thinking, that doesn't make any sense. You're in America. In America, that would be the afternoon. And the answer is yes, I slept all day. And I was up all night. It's not going to help for work tomorrow. Having to get back up so early again. Oh man, I do it all the time. You're not gonna believe this, but on Saturday. No, not Saturday. Hold on. Let me get to a point. Why do I do this to myself? Sunday. Yesterday, I didn't do anything. I slept the whole day. Like the whole day and the whole night. What do I mean by I slept the whole day and the whole night? I kid you not. Saturday night, right after we had game night with Speed and myself and a friend named Angel and a viewer from Speed Stream, Shadow. We played Jackbox like I normally do, usually like once a week. But now instead of with my family, I play with them. So now I get to play Jackbox twice a week. It's great. Anyways, we played Jackbox, and then after that I slept, and like this was like 1 a.m. I slept from 1 a.m. to approximately 10 a.m. Then I watched one TV show, and I then slept from approximately 2 p.m. to 12 a.m. So I slept for about 20 hours on Sunday. And like I said, I slept. Oh, man, why did I do that? I slept to 5 p.m. today. So if you want to consider like, you know, more than one day on the table, I slept like, I don't know, 32 out of, what am I doing? Boy, I can't think and talk at the same time. I slept a lot. A lot. I basically slept the entire weekend away. The only thing that I did this whole entire weekend was the Saturday stream. I watched the Saturday Ohio State football game. And this stream. Basically, other than those three things, I was asleep the whole entire weekend. There's no good rhyme or reason to it. It just was. You could probably think, oh, you're really, really tired. I don't know. I didn't have to do anything. Like I didn't have any plans. And there was only one football game I wanted to watch. I watched it. And that was pretty much it. I just didn't feel like doing anything. All right, Bug Crim. Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, weird weekend for me. For everybody else, it was a 3-day weekend. For me, it was 2 days and one really, really long sleep. Boy, ever since I put return on my moveset, the run has just gone from struggle city to easy. Now, it has nothing to do with return. Return is a piece of it, but it's just the simple fact that the Pokemon I'm facing stay the same, but I'm getting stronger. And I shouldn't say stay the same, but they went up 10 levels. I went up 20 levels. Oh no, I didn't save. Okay. Basically, it's just going to go down to Kingler. It always scares me when she throws that Kingler third. Because that means if I get hit by smokescreen... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. If I get hit by smokescreen, I could easily just miss on the third one. On the bright side, guys, not being awake is a really, really good way to lose weight. I lost like over 2.5 pounds this weekend. All I did was sleep. Truly effective method of losing weight. If you're not awake to eat food, you lose weight. Because you still lose weight while sleeping. You burn calories while sleeping. Not as much, but you burn them. And to be fair, I wasn't burning much calories awake. As you can see right now, I am sitting. I'm staring at a screen and I'm moving my fingers. I would not call that a workout. Bears. That's really good. You know what's crazy? I think we're still on pace for that 1:30 time. Actually, we're more than on pace for that 1:30 time. We are actually ahead of pace for that 1:30 time, assuming Lance is easy. If Lance is hard, all bets are off. I do assume that Lance will be hard. Wait a second. Why did I use my PP up on return when clearly I have a move here that probably should get some PP up love? I mean, I only plan on keeping it for Lance. So, I mean, it probably doesn't need a lot of PP up love, but I have a feeling that I'm going to need it. I don't know which Pokemon I'm going to need it on, because I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to two-shot the Gyarados, and I'm probably going to two-shot all of the Dragonairs. I mean, all the Dragonites. So, what do I use it on? Aerodactyl? I mean, I guess Surf is probably pretty effective on Aerodactyl. Charizard? I mean, Charizard's probably a good use, but again, Charizard is also weak to Surf, so... yeah. Also, Charizard doesn't have... well, I mean, it's got okay defense. I might be able to do more damage with a turn. Quite frankly, this first run will give me a good idea what damage ranges I can do. Peter. Next run, I'll probably battle all of these trainers, but this run I will not. I like to deliberately make the first runs harder than the second runs, so that way I can figure out what the hardest parts are for the league. Because if you make it easy on yourself and do all your training in the first run, obviously in order to cut time off the first run, you have to cut training. But what if you cut too much training? It's a better strategy to start low, figure out what all of the problems are, and then work forward from there. Now, the other problem is, what if you're like, oh, I need more levels for this battle? And then you're like, oh, I need more levels for this battle. And then you give yourself more battle or levels for the first battle. But then those levels that you gained for the first battle were not enough levels for the second battle, then you might need a third run. And these are just risks here. Wow, I got a crit. Nice. These are just risks you're willing to take. It once again did not use Razor Leaf. Nuts. I understand that I clicked no there. You also got to remember I can't get rid of Surf until like later in the run. And also Crabhammer doesn't have 100% accuracy. Also, it doesn't have a 100% chance to crit. All right, we're going to learn a lot about this run right here in the Elite Four. Luckily, Will's Pokemon are relatively frail. So, high attack should knock out pretty much all of them as long as I outspeed. Except for Slowbro here. Slowbro here is a tank. Oh, also had Reflect. I was actually genuinely curious how that Slowbro was able to take less than half. I was like, I did not expect Slowbro to survive. Sorry, I did not expect Slowbro to get knocked out, but I did expect it to take more than half. Speed. Speed. Bad special D. Is 5 lower power. I assume you're talking about Crab Hammer. Full restore. Only 5 lower base power though, so for a casual playthrough is probably great, especially in Gen 4 Plus where it becomes physical, and even more so in Gen 6 Plus where they buffed its accuracy and power. Nice. I might as well Amnesia while it's underground. Probably should have just used Surf. That's alright. Yeah, making it physical would definitely be a good differentiator among the why someone would want to use it. Because currently, it's weaker than Surf in like every single way. All right, this is the one battle I'm scared. I'm very, very scared. I don't know what to expect. This one can go either way depending on what statuses I get hit. All right, I got hit by Sand Attack. One shot. What but a miss. That is not... Well, I guess technically run 2, I do plan on doing more training. Lick. Why would you not use Curse? Interesting. So I plan on doing more training on the next run, so I should hopefully be strong enough to one-shot that Vileplume. So that went well, but that went only well because I did not miss a single move. All right. The one dreaded battle. Oh, I forgot to put the Paralyzed Cure Berry on. Okay, that's fine. We'll throw away the first attempt. Wow, that... It used Surf? Instead of Rain Dance? Yeah. I figured as much. Interesting that it used Thunder with no Rain Dance. All right, Paralyzed Cure Berry, give R. Unfortunately, it's still gonna need the 25% Thunder miss or Thunder Wave miss to win this battle, because it will not go well for me. Flail? Am I gonna need to use amnesia on the first move? Okay, that was a crit. I guess a crit will work. Because now I got the paralyzed cure berry. Really, I just need one outcome to go in my favor, because this one doesn't have paralyzed. I wonder if flamethrower will knock me out. I just outsped that Aerodactyl. That's nuts. First try. Huh. Oh, Boss KO says it won't. Okay. That's interesting. Technically, that means I could set up 3 rain dances on Gyarados. Or 3 amnesias. Because reset console? I've never done this. There we go. Yep, reset console. Good. Because it can't do a lot of damage to me, but it will reduce the damage that the third... Oh, I didn't need to talk to him. I keep forgetting that I don't need to do that. Wait, yeah, I do. They asked this ticket. Of course I need to talk to him. Okay, I'm at 106. That means I'm going to have 1 try at red. Because this is normal version, normal fast text version, I can't beat Kanto in 12 minutes. It's going to take closer to 20. Oh, the last minute level. So just being a higher level will in fact help for the entire Elite Four. Now, mostly I just need to be able to knock out the Vileplume. Now, of course, knocking out the Vileplume is no guarantee, even if I do knock it out via a guarantee. Because I'm going to get hit by Sand Attack. So no matter what strategy I use, I could still technically not knock it out. Bummer. Annie, by the way, why did you choose the name Beer? I don't understand why. You commented it, so I mean, I have to do it. But why? Alright, the first gym's the grass gym. If I don't knock out everything in one hit, I'm gonna need that. I mean, I guess that's as good as an explanation as any. Beer boil crab. That's a good explanation. I have not had such a thing. I think I've heard of it. It's not really a thing where I'm from in Ohio. Quite frankly, I'm not sure it's a thing in Florida either, because I've been there many, many times. Maybe it's like a Maine thing where they get more crab. It makes sense. I mean, people try to infuse beer into everything. I hope I'm gonna have enough returns, because I still have to defeat the 2 trainers before the power plant. Oh my. I've already used the PP max. I might have to defeat some Pokemon with Surf. And, oh, I guess I have Guillotine. Guillotine will be real easy to knock things out with. They add 1 extra % to my hit chance for the higher the level I am. And the non-gym leaders will be a low level. Right, up, down. I think it'll go better for me than Surf. I've had Beer Batter Shrimp many times. Wow, I mean, if there was a choice to use Surf, that was definitely one of them. Holy crap, I got around her. Nice. It's starting to look like my my Guillotine strat is useless. Which I'm actually perfectly happy with. If the Guillotine strat is useless, that means I can use a different move instead of Guillotine, possibly making the run slightly easier. So I won't have to hold on to Guillotine. Although there's a strong possibility I may want to no, never mind. I was gonna say I might want to consider Guillotine on one of Red's Pokemon, but I'm just like, why would I do that? At +6 attack, I'll be able to destroy anything on Red's team in 1 hit. Even the Snorlax. Is there another move I could possibly want? Oh, right. I forgot Red's team is actually going to be a higher level than me. So yeah, you're right. Absolutely. I would not be able to use Guillotine at all. By the way, it works in this game. Boy, there are not a lot of moves to go with. Can't even use Hidden Power because it's Dragon and Dragon is special. Well, I'm definitely using Curse and Amnesia and Rest and Return. That's 4 moves. That strat wins with every single Pokemon. And like any Pokemon in the entire game can win with that strat. Heck, I'm pretty sure if Weedle could learn all of those moves, Weedle could beat Red. Curse, Amnesia, Rest, Return. It is impenetrable. It makes your Pokemon have the defenses of a god. It makes them have the physical offense of a god. And it gives you the godliest attack move possible. Speed almost beat Red with a worse moveset. I could definitely see how adding Amnesia to that moveset would make it way better. Oh my god. Basque was right. It's daytime. I'm just going to have to add... I'm going to have to go to Curse, act like I pick it up, and then just give myself Curse. Because apparently I picked the wrong time at the beginning of the game. I'm a little shocked. It's a weird thing to mess up. Right. Lavender. By the way, I'm going to try and beat Red without using rare candies first to see if I can just use all my rare candies at Lance. Because if I can use all my rare candies at... Not even Lance. Karen. To see if I can use all my candies at Karen. Because if I can just use all my candies at Karen, then that will make everything a whole heck of a lot easier. I did about 2/3 of the damage to Oh, whoops. I did about 2/3 of the damage to... What Pokemon was it? Umbreon. If I did do 2/3 to Umbreon, then I should definitely have a chance of knocking it out. I mean, here's the thing about it. If I set it to 1 a.m., then technically in game right now should be 5:53 because you just add game time, because that would be how much time you've added to the game. So it doesn't physically make sense how. But I guess we'll try and figure out how it happened later. I mean, yes, it does happen to the actual clock. That's why the game time menu exists. What you see on game time is the added time to the starting time. So, like I said, should be almost 6 o'clock in game. I mean, yeah, I guess I could. No, I couldn't boss KO. Because then it wouldn't be Sunday anymore by the time I get to Goldenrod. I guess I could make it like 7 p. What time does it become dark in the game? Does anybody know? $8 p.m. Okay, so that's the first time we could do it. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. The game has been smooth sailing ever since Morty. So if we do a lot of training before Morty, and then we do all of our rare candies at Karen, I might be able to smooth out the game. I definitely agree, Annie. Interestingly enough, I would actually set my alarm clock at midnight when I was a kid, so I could wake up, pick the apricorns, then go back to sleep again. True story. I didn't know they didn't do anything, but I would do it. Now, knowing what I know as an adult, him making 1 ball a night, or maybe he made all of your 1 balls. Quite frankly, I don't even remember how the mechanic works. Maybe you give him all of whatever 1 ball you're holding, and then he makes like a whole stack of them. Or maybe he just makes 1. I honestly can't remember. But regardless, not a good system. More than 1? Okay. Well, I had silver version. I didn't have crystal. Interesting. Bosque, if what you're saying is correct, then the moment I go over 3 hours game time, it should become daytime every run. Unless morning doesn't have a different color. Oh wow, I'm gonna have more than one try at red. Get that under 130. I underestimated myself. All right, we're gonna pick up we're gonna pretend like we're gonna pick up Curse because of the whole daytime fiasco. All right, we're gonna teach that over Guillotine. Right. Oh right, I keep forgetting. In Gen 1, you don't want to use a repel there, and Gen 2, it doesn't matter when you use the repel. One step, my mortal enemy. I'm still going to pick up all the rare candies, but I'm not going to use them. Unless I absolutely need to. Which we'll find out rather quickly. Oh, I'm missing a move. That could have been bad. Imagine if I had made it to the top of Mount Border and be like, oh no, my HM move. What am I gonna do? Up, right, up, around, down, line up the Pokeball, right, left one, up, left, make sure you see the Pokeball, up, right, down, left, up, right, left, one, or up. In order to not get stuck at that top area, I try to go left, up, right, so that way if I do get stuck, I'm in the top right area, and I know for a fact I'm in the top right area. Oh wow, you missed Thunder. Oh! Oh! Wow. I may need more than one. I may need a lot of Thunder misses. Holy. Oh, it's a one-shot. What Pokemon's second? Oh my god, I need to actually... Can't outspeed... I mean, I might be able to outspeed Pikachu with rare candy. Oh, I can absolutely outspeed Pikachu with rare candies. So let's just go ahead and get over 167 speed. I just went from 167 to 171. I only wanted to go over by one. All right. It's Venusaur? Okay, well that means I get 3 amnesias. Or 2 amnesias. Oh, right. I was about to say, how in the world is Venusaur faster than me? But I just realized that my own curses made me slow. Hmm. I'm wondering if I need curse at all. Because they're all basically special attackers. So I'm curious if protect would be better than curse. I want to see how much damage Pikachu does now. Paralysis. Wonder who he throws out third. Maybe I set up the amnesias on Venusaur. Knock out Venusaur. And then possibly set up the curses on the next Pokemon. Took in Sunlight. I do surprisingly less damage than I would expect. I may have to rare candy. You're probably right. I expected that. Why did he go again? Huh. Alright, after this attempt, we'll just rare candy. I'm gonna just see what happens if I just straight up use return over and over again. Okay. Instant loss, that's what happens. Alright. Maybe the rare candies are required, which means I can't do the whole make Karen consistent. I felt okay. Right. The curse makes me slower. That's funny. I forgot about that. Okay. So maybe it's 3 amnesias, 1 return, then rest. Oh, he just used Giga Drain. Oh, because it was a crit. Yeah, he just decided, oh, I'm just going to use it because it's a crit. Okay. Okay. Amnesia. Turn. Okay. Espeon. Oh, Espeon's gonna be so much easier to set up on, right? Yeah, way easier to set up on. Okay. I was not expecting Espeon. Although, I'm curious if my special defense will drop at any point. Alright, so just one more rest and we will be ready to go. Should hopefully not take too much damage from Charizard or Blastoise or Venusaur. Or Snorlax, not Venusaur. Well, unfortunately, I tinkered too much with the lower level. The level 70 made the Venusaur a 2-shot instead of a 3-shot. That was the difference right there, was the 2-shot versus 3-shot. Because with a 2-shot on Venusaur, oh, interesting. When you click off of Super Shocky, it's still technically clicked on. The game time just keeps going. Interesting. That is a weird feature, but okay. Let's see. What time does the game say it is? Its game says it's 7 a.m. So if you subtract 5.5 hours from 7 a.m., that would mean it would be 1:30? 1:45. That doesn't make sense. Did I accidentally make it 2 a.m.? That still doesn't make a sense either. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to make it midnight. But now I'm genuinely curious what a normal run. What time I finish at a normal run. I would have to check GameHook for that. Okay, well, I want to wait until it's connected again. There we go. All right, we want to replace Curse with Protect, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much a freebie at that point. We attack the Venusaur. We then use Protect. We attack the Venusaur. We use Protect over and over again. So that way we make it to the third Pokemon with full HP. And at that point, you know, technically the Snorlax could be difficult. I imagine the Snorlax would be a 3-shot though. So if it uses Rest, need a crit, I think. I don't know why I disconnected again, but I don't think my connection's doesn't have. I don't think the connection is a problem. That's very weird. Regardless, I think we figured everything out. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and start the run again, and we will see how it goes. Let me make myself something to drink, go to the restroom, and turn on my air conditioner, and I'll start up a new poll. I will definitely lower the time on the poll by approximately 5 minutes. See how that goes. Depends on if you guys think I can knock out 5 minutes. You gotta remember, I'm adding a lot of training to the early game, which this first run we just lucked through most of the battles, so who knows if training will make a difference or not. There's a fine line between too much shaking and too much in stirring. There's a fine line between shaking and stirring. Clearly, that was too much like shaking. Update my mapper? Oh, what do you know? Sent me a mapper. Alright, give me a sec. Alright, whenever you change the mapper, you have to unload the mapper and reload the mapper. Which, by the way, is going to get rid of our shiny and all of that. I'm going to have to reset all of that. Alright, I might as well go do that now then. Oh, what do you know? Oh, because my Pokemon currently is shiny and currently has Pokerust, I'm just able to freeze it. That makes perfect sense. By the way, I just want you guys to know, imagine if we had Dig right there, how bad that would have been. Pikachu one-shots us. Venusaur one-shots us. Imagine how much damage it would be without amnesia. Holy crap. Oh my god. We would have to get like 2 Thunder Misses. We would have to get we would have to find some way of making Venusaur miss. So I guess we would have to technically use Mud Slap. Oh man, without amnesia, this run would be bad. Oh boy, would it be bad. Now let me refresh that. Oh man, I tremble to imagine how bad it would be. Basically, it'd be Mud Slap. We would have to rely on Mud Slap for the first 2 Pokemon, and even after the Mud Slap on the first 2 Pokemon, you got to remember that those psychics on Espeon are going to do 3 times the damage that they were doing in that current run. Oh man, would it have been bad. I think the only thing that we could have done would have been like train an extra 20 levels. I feel bad for the people who don't do egg moves. That I can't imagine what a Kingler run would look like without amnesia. 5 to 130 under 5. Okay, I just want to double check to see where 131 would put it on the leaderboard. Snorlax. It feels better than Snorlax. I definitely need to make it better than Snorlax. Well, yes, it's better than Mew, only for the simple fact that Mew is like my second or third run ever. And if I were to replay Mew, Mew would be up there with... Hold on. I need to see what Mew's starting moveset is. I think it's just Pound. If it's just Pound, it's bad. Well, it might still be not the easiest. It is just Pound. That's not great. Yeah, Mew would struggle a little bit at the beginning until it gets Swift. And then once it gets Swift, it's off to the races. You would really, really want to avoid the hiker with the 3 Geodudes. That would not go well. All right. All right. fast offset. Try fame 5. That one's different. All right. And start. We're going to try 12. All right. Starting over again. All right. That one was definitely on me. I wasn't paying attention and accidentally held A in instead of B. I normally hold B in. All right, so, oh, you know what? I'm curious how the daylight savings time question affects the in-game time. Hold on. I'm going to check right now if it's 1 o'clock in game. Oh, I have a here. That's 12. Okay. Wouldn't that have been crazy if the way you answer the mother affects 1 hour of in-game time or not? All right. Last move. Amnesia. Move that doesn't get used until red. Right. Heal. And start the timer. All right, guys. Everything that we screwed up in the first round, we need to fix. All right, we're off to a good start. And a counter on the very first step. I mean, we do need training, but we don't need level 2 training. Level 2 training is horrible. 1 level 4 is better than 2 level 2s. Mathematically, that makes sense, but also XP-wise, it makes sense. See, look at this Poliwag. This Poliwag's got 44 XP. It's more than 2 of the level 2s that we just faced. More than 2 of them. Almost 3 of them. Literally 2 XP away from 3 of them. That's how bad level 2s are. I cannot emphasize enough how bad level 2s are. Like, I told Speed that the trainer right before Violet City, the trainer that has got the 5 level 2 Caterpies is not better than wild Pokemon. It is just horrifyingly bad. Yes, there's just something about low levels and things mathematically being weird. And because of the round down part of the equation, it just makes low level stuff horrible. Oh, I held A there for a second. All right, so this time we actually have the berry. And if anybody forgot what that berry is for, that berry... Oh, hold on a second. There's an antidote right here. I'm going to get into the habit of picking up this antidote because I get poisoned by Bugsy's trainers all the time. Like, almost every run I get poisoned by Bugsy's trainers. So, I mean, that would allow me to hold up that full heal for a possible second bad occurrence. And after that second bad occurrence, there's usually enough full heals in the game for the rest of all occurrences. But the beginning sometimes has multiple bad occurrences. And one of them is always poison. Because I literally just explained to Speed the literally, I think it was almost it was 2 streams ago, that you get poisoned so often in his gym, and they literally give you a poison cure berry right there at Mr. Pokemon's house. And maybe it's worth considering picking up the poison cure berry. By the way, I think I used every potion I had last run. So I have 3 potions this time. I even grabbed the secret potion in Mr. Pokemon's flowers. He buries it just in case. It's like, you know how like people have like an emergency gun in their house? That's his emergency potion. He just has a potion buried in his front yard for when all of his potions run out. I'm not exactly sure it would be a key under the mat kind of situation. Because I guess it would be kind of like a key under the mat. Although my key is hidden way more elaborately than the mat. Let's just say you would need a metal detector to find my key. It's okay, because none of you know where I live. Alright, and because we know that there is a battle coming up with the Ghastly, I might as well teach Mud Slap now. So that way, if I run into the trainer with the 3 Geodudes, I'll be perfectly fine. Oh, interesting. I don't know if you guys noticed there, but Togepi is grayed out. Well, you'd have to rewind, but Togepi was grayed out there, which is funny because that's a feature that MBF added. When a Pokemon is knocked out, it will be grayed out, and that not useful for solo runs, but what it is useful for is for Nuzlocks, and I do plan on doing a Nuzlocke soon enough. I just need to get together with Speed, and we need to make the base ROM. The only thing that really makes the Nuzlocke ROM different than the regular ROM is the instant speed. I want that. I want all Pokemon to have perfect DVs, all of them. Like, I'm sorry, but I understand it might be part of the challenge for the Nuzlocke. I'm not in it for the super challenge. I'm not in it to be the best Nuzlocker ever. I just want to complete the Nuzlocke. So if the best stats is the way to do it, so be it. It's a tiny change. And then I also want 396 candies in the PC. This will simulate having unlimited candies for the run, having 396 candies. Basically, I can get myself to the level cap every single time. I'm still gonna enforce the going over means the Pokemon is not allowed to be used thing. So obviously I'm not gonna want to do too much training once I do the candies. So I'm thinking I'll probably just do everything within 2 levels, maybe 3 levels of the gym leader, and then right before the gym leader, candy them all. But I don't know yet. I'm still workshopping. Quite frankly, I haven't played a lot of runs where my Pokemon is actually weak as dirt, so... Oh, speaking of weak as dirt, I've been skipping the training again. Okay, well, we have to go back into the cave. That's okay. Not a big deal. Would have been nicer if I had Abra still. I'm level 12. It's so low. Plus, I'm going to need to be a higher level for the rival as well. Yeah, a boss KO. I just kind of got into the motions and I forgot. Bubble. The only use of bubble in the whole game. I mean, it's not horrifically bad that I have to backtrack for all of these guys, but it's just annoying. I don't know why I did that. Obviously, vice grip. I relied on the overlay too much there. Of course, my attack dropped. Now the second one. Why do I think there's a second one? Oh well. That guy's coughing is way weaker than the rocket's coughing. Wonder what level the rocket's coughing was. So I wonder what a good level would be. You get Harden at 16. Harden would be equivalent to where we were last time. That's probably a good call. Right there. Just do all that training and whatever wild Pokemon we get on the way out. Okay, wow. The encounter rate in here is really big. Right. No need bubble anymore. Yep, I figured that would happen. I got a crit, nice. Alright, get my PP back. We will use Harden on Metapod. I'll make sure to equip the berry when we get up to him. But not before, because we don't want an accidental use. Oh, the goldenrod one has two. Okay, that makes actual perfect sense because I know exactly which one that is. That's the first guy at the top of the underground. My only concern about being a higher level, though, is what if being a higher level makes the rival use Razor Leaf? Like, can you imagine that if making myself a higher level made me more of a threat and therefore caused it to use Razor Leaf instead? That would be funny. Okay, Harden. Well, I might as well just set up all the Hardens then, I guess. My speed is pretty irrelevant. And amnesia would also be pretty irrelevant. Hey, John. I hope you had a good time camping. Wow. I do all of this preparation, and Scyther just gets a Fury Cutter miss. That's insane. All that prep. All those extra levels. Like, almost nearly 3 extra levels. 2 extra levels. Oh, I forgot to save. Oh, I better win. Oh boy, I better win. Okay, we can Blackout. Okay. Let me add the reset. There we go. Annie, I mean, yes, you could say it was a crit, but Razor Leaf has a 1 in 8 chance of critting, so I mean, it's not like it was unexpected that there was going to be a crit. See, just use poison powder that time. Why? Why would it go and use poison powder? Also, how did I survive a crit Razor Leaf? That's insane. All right, you know, that's a win actually in my book, because I remember the first run. I was like, how in the world am I gonna beat them? And we just beat them in 1 reset, so that's pretty good. Did I not buy the repels? Ah. Oh, I can't afford the repels. I guess 4 repels will have to do it. Wonder why I was poor. I mean, I could usually afford 10 escape. Oh, the blackout. The blackout, that was it. Boy, the blackout really makes you cash strapped. By the way, you saw me load everything MBF. Repel counter is still not working. In fact, it's extra broken. That's okay. Wow, we still... Oh, right. We need that one repel for the tower. The burnt tower. All right, so we pretty much guaranteed need stomp for the gym leader here. But we wanted to be a higher level this time than last time, so let's just do the training. Right. Super potion, coin case. Oh, actually, that means I'm gonna be too poor for the Abra. So let's just come back and do the 2 things when I have more money. Oh boy, doing the Scott method in the grass really sucks. I hate going through this grass. Plus, technically, I should have 2 more repels, so maybe I should just go back to the old method. Oh, I also don't have the Abra, so I definitely should not go that way at all. I should just do this, accumulate money, go back. How much money am I gonna have after this? 2,600. Oh, that's actually perfect. I'll bottle this guy anyways. I'm curious if officers give good money. It says 560. 560. Okay. All right, now we can afford the Abra. But before we get the Abra, let's make sure we do this. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. I like how I was able to think on my feet and know that I was going to run out of money. It's a good thing that I need the training. Otherwise, doing that training would really suck. All right, let's get the Quick Claw. I don't think we need the Quick Claw, but it never hurts to have one. I'm actually going to do the training right here because this guy's Pokemon are super weak to physical moves. Yeah, John, it didn't change at all. Some would say this is a travesty. It was so bad that they didn't change it, because quite frankly, it kind of needed upgrade. Whether one of the two needed upgrade. I'm not gonna argue and be like, both of them should have upgraded. I already know that they only changed one of the two stats, but 50 is super low. Like, they gave Kangaskhan, you know, more special defense. They gave all the Hitmons, you know, more special defense. Why couldn't they give Kingler more special defense? I understand that it's not a physical, or it's not a special attacker. I mean, I understand not giving it more special attack, but come on. It could use more physical, or it could use more defense. Plus, it's not like you're trying to, it's not like the Pokemon's overpowered. It's got like a stat total like 460 or something. When you compare that to the likes of Dragonite at 600, there is a lot of like buffer zone there, you know? You could have given it a 40 extra special defense and it would still not be considered a good Pokemon. It'd be considered an okay Pokemon. But they chose not to. Imagine if that lick paralyzed me. That would have been frustrating. Cool. Cool. Alright, I think I still have a oh no, I sold the potions. You know what? I should have sold Fury Cutter. Double slap miss. Nice. She never even bothered to use rollout. Over prepared. All right, now we have Mud Slap, and we'll actually be able to have Mud Slap and Surf on my moveset. So that'll be cool. Oh, hold on. I almost missed it. We're not going to use this, though, until after Chuck. I understand that its power right now... Actually, its power right now is only 61, so Stomp is already more powerful, but Stomp has got the Flint chance, so quite frankly, it's not worth upgrading over Stomp until I have at least 10 more power. Level 33-ish for Morty, that makes sense. I battled this guy on purpose. The trainer below me, I believe she's got just terrible Pokemon. I want to say it's a Ledian. No, the thing before Ledian. The bug that Lediba, I want to say. Lediba and something else, so definitely not worth battling. John, Red is a pain, and that is with Amnesia. Without Amnesia, Red would be unimaginably bad if we didn't have Amnesia. Okay, so let's put this out for you. Red one-shots you with Thunder, and Red one-shots you with Solar Beam. Oh man, is Red bad if you don't have Amnesia. Yeah, I think the twins, I think one of them is Lediba, right? Bosco? I mean, you don't have to look it up. Oh, no need for Guillotine this run. Yeah, it's one of the very few Pokemon that have struggled with, and the worst part is, I had to be level 67 in order to outspeed Pikachu. Pikachu was one-shotting me and outspeeding me every single battle. Oh, Jigglypuff Clefairy, it's even worse than I thought. Oh, I forgot to save. I think we knock out with Haunter. We do not. Okay. Last time we got super lucky. Oh, okay. We don't need the luck. Okay. Ooh, close one. Boy, not saving is scary, especially when you know you forgot to save. It's like, okay, well, I guess Blackout is my only option now. I understand that, yes, okay. All right, I just wanted to waste off the mud slaps before I healed my PP. I figured I was going to heal at the Pokemon Center, and I was not going to heal in the other Pokemon Center. So I wanted it to get an extra, like, possible level. But also, more importantly, I wanted to waste off those Ghastlies so they didn't waste off my Mudslap PP. Like, I'm obviously going to be battling the Morty with Mud. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to teach Surf. Surf was still pretty strong, so definitely worth considering using a few times. Oh, that was a crit. Nice. All right, we definitely want the mint berry. This time though, we will use the mint berry on Morty. Also, I need that nugget for actual money reasons. How was run one? It went horrible. I didn't save, and the run ended at Bugsy because I forgot to save. Run 2 ended because I screwed something up. Run 3 was just the run that I actually finished was just okay. I wouldn't call it good, I wouldn't call it bad. Red was incredibly difficult, but I think we kind of solved Red a little bit. You have to navigate around the moves that he's using, but for the most part, I think we pretty much just needed protect and not curse. We don't actually need the extra damage. We need to avoid solar beam. Because you just have to be faster than Pikachu, and you need to avoid solar beam. But yeah, it did not go crazy well. I only grabbed that super repel on a run where I'm very, very desperate. Okay. So I'm gonna battle all of these guys and see how it goes. All right, still can't knock out the Haunters, so that's already bad. But now let's see how much Surf does. Surf does more. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's very, very good. That means there's a strong likelihood. Okay, so let's just see this one. This one's equivalent to Morty's. Okay, okay. Surf better than Mud Slap. All right, I feel actually confident now. I feel like we just need to put the Mint Berry on, and we will be good. Right. Mint Berry. We're actually quite happy though if he misses Hypnosis, because we would rather have the Mint Berry for Chuck. Right. Good. Mean Look. Ooh. Okay. All right. Did not see that coming. I don't think there's any Pokemon that can put me to sleep from here on out. So, oh, hold on. I take that back. Knocked out Ken. I forgot I battled that guy. Really? I didn't grab this on the way to here? Interesting. All right, so this third spot is lucky. For some reason, that second spot, I don't know why, but that second spot never really finds too many Pokemon in the water. This third spot, boy, it's way better. Now, as I mentioned, luck, and then I get 3 Magikarps, but right, Mud Slap. Sweet. All right, we need to sell that nugget. So interestingly enough, speed, one thing that has been coming up on these runs, because I don't save often enough, I have been having to black out more, and the blackouts have been resulting in me having less money. And that became, oh wow, that became a real issue earlier in the run. Holy crap. Did it become an issue? Let's just say I sold everything I had, and I was only able to buy 4 repels for Ilex Forest. Okay, well that was on me. Sweet. All right, we still have the Mint Berry, so that's going to be good. We do not have the Super Potion. No, we have 2 Super Potions. Good, 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 good. All right, we did not one-shot. Okay, well, I was going to say, we did not one-shot the Hitmonlee last time, so it was worth a shot trying to use Surf. I think Surf is better on the Machoke, I believe, because the Machoke has lower special defense than... Let's see. I'm just trying to conserve Stomp PP. I'm just happy it didn't use Seismic Toss like last time. Seismic Toss did a lot of damage. Alright, it actually looks like we got plenty of Stomp PP. We got a crit here last time. Oh my god, and we got a crit here this time. Alright. Super Potion. Save. Perfect. Oh, Speed, you missed my argument earlier that I said Onyx should have been Kingler. Attack stat. Like, think about it. If you gave Onyx Kingler's attack stat, it would make perfect sense. It would kind of make them like... It would make perfect sense. Because Kingler is basically Onyx with attack. Oh, I almost forgot this again. That would have sucked. Oh my god, Speed. I think you just solved it. I think you just solved it. That's why Onyx sucks. Onyx sucks because they needed to sacrifice a Pokemon so people wouldn't get frustrated that Onyx was too strong. They needed a human sacrifice in the form of Onyx. All right, so from here on out, the run just speeds up. Yes, Onyx was not meant to be played. That makes perfect sense. And that's why they fixed Onyx with Steelix. I have 43 HP. That is not going to work out. I am going to need to heal. What's my return power up to? 76? Good. Return it is. Okay. 30 minutes. I will definitely be here, but you will probably be right there on the verge of blue-ish? Maybe blue. Possibly Brock. Oh, wait. 30 minutes? That's 105. 105 is Lance. Never mind. We'll be at Lance. Yeah, my poll does have under 125, and it's winning. I got 131 last run, and that was without strategy. Also, I made it to Brock, or I mean, I made it to Red at like 126. So, I already did it with a lot of mistakes. Imagine without the mistakes. Sweet. So, I don't know if you heard earlier, we were adding more training in order to beat essentially Morty. Now we can go back to not really doing any training again, and we'll add that training again right before the Elite Four. So the trainers right before the Elite Four, we'll do those trainers. I mean, they're not good training, but there's something. Do I think that protein will help? Probably not. But why not grab it? For a Pokemon that like could not two-shot Venusaur until it was level 71, might be worth grabbing that candy. I think that was probably the biggest factor, was the Venusaur. It was like impossible to find a combo of curse, or I mean of curse and rest, where I could get out of the rest and then knock out the Venusaur, because there was never an opportunity. Every time I was just being hit by my second solar beam. But if you're faster than Venusaur and you have Protect, should just make everything easier. But we don't know how the battle's going to go when you're not +6 for the rest of the trainer, or for the rest of the Pokemon. That could make a difference. Honestly, I don't know. I'm expecting it not to make much of a difference with the amnesia setup. We won't have the curse setup, but I think the curse setup only really matters for Snorlax. We'll also make Espeon easier. I'll also get to keep my speed, which at 167, I was able to outspeed everything except for Espeon, which is ironic considering I wanted to outspeed Espeon. I did have 3 candies to spare though, so maybe, just maybe, I can use those candies on before Karen. We were real close to one-shotting that the Vileplume. Like real close to one-shotting Vileplume. Dang it. Protect? No, not until later. Why are you able to use 2 successful protects in a row? That seems illegal. I wouldn't be mad that he's using 2 in a row. I'm mad that he successfully used 2 in a row. Cool. Cool. My attack did not drop. That's the important thing. If my attack had dropped, we would probably have gone for Surf. All right, this time we actually do, in fact, have the secret potion. And we're not going to run into the guy here at this top area because we're not idiots twice in a row. We already battled that guy. All right. I don't necessarily think healing my PP here is necessary, but I'm going to do it anyways. All right, we one-shot the Magnemites last time. I have no doubt we'll do it again. We're a higher level this time, so it would be quite shocking if we didn't knock them out. And then Steelix got no special defense. Steelix might as well be also weak to water and fire. I shouldn't say no special defense. It has special defense. It just doesn't have a lot of it. I don't know what our pace is like. We did all that extra training this run, so I don't know if we're beating last run or if we're how far behind we are. But I imagine we're I think we're on pace. I was trying to think, we're probably behind because usually 1 hour is the mark you beat the Elite Four, but we beat the Elite Four at 106 last time. So if we beat the Elite Four at 106, probably are doing quite well. Really, lady? You're only good for giving me Sunny Day, nothing else. Don't get in my way unless you're gonna give me Sunny Day. I won't want it, but at least then it will have been worth talking to you. Okay. Uh-huh. Got around that guy once. Good. This Porygon likes to survive. Not today, though. It's level 30, that's why it likes to survive. Pretty sure I used Surf last time here. Good. Now, will Weezing survive at my slightly higher level? Yes. I can't stand smokescreen. Every single one of these Coughings has smokescreen, and they really stack at some point. Aha, I got around that guy again. All right. I think we're close to full HP. There's probably no point in healing here, especially since we only have one super potion left. Cool, knocked out Golbat. That's good. We actually have Mud Slap for Magnemite this time. No Razor Leaf once again. It's like he deprioritizes Razor Leaf. For some reason. He prioritizes it earlier though, just not later. Maybe it has something to do with the amount of HP I currently have. I do know that a lot of later battles in the game, they care how much HP you have. Red's Blastoise generally cares how much HP you have remaining, that's for sure. Oh. Is the Team Rocket part ever hard? I personally would say no. Speed would argue that the Magnemite has a chance of being hard. I personally don't think so, but I think if you have a full heal, you'll be just fine. I think that the Magnemites, they don't do a lot of damage, so even if they do paralyze you, which, I mean, they're highly likely to paralyze you, it really shouldn't matter. Speed argues I just haven't had the bad luck that he has with the Magnemite trainer. I would argue that he's got PTSD. The Magnemites did something to his brain that made him think that they're good when they're not. I think he's just got so much PTSD because one time he got hit by Thunder Wave, then got hit by Supersonic, and then hit himself in a row 3 times. Meanwhile, the Magnemite's hitting him with Thunder Shock or Thunderbolt, but I think it's Thunder Shock, honestly. I think Jasmine's just has Thunderbolt because it's upgraded, but I think it's Thunder Shock in Sonic Boom, and he just happened to get chipped away to death because of Supersonic and Thunder Wave. And I think one bad experience has basically made Magnemites a threat to him. And I think Magnemites are not a threat. I think it could possibly be problematic. You might have to use your max potion, but I don't think they're a big deal. I think if you have a max potion and a full heal, which, I mean, you should have like 4 full heals by then. I mean, I've got 3 of them right now, I think. You'll be fine. And this game's got so many super potions. Plus, I already showed you guys that underground portion. The underground portion's got a max potion. So even if you do go through all of your super potions, you should hopefully still be fine. I wonder how this Vileplume compares to the one on Karen's team. This one's level 32. I imagine Karen's is probably in the mid 40s. If I were to guess, I'd say 44. I know that Lance's strongest Pokemon's 50, so most Pokemon aren't really like 50. Well, we never got set to sleep, so our Mint Berry is still there. About to be replaced by the Pink Bow. Never really used the Quick Claw, unfortunately. We were just kind of too fast. 75 is a mediocre speed, but it is fast enough. For most Pokemon. We are... Alright, remember to actually push the boulder. Oh, man. You see how many almost accidents I had with that boulder? With no rewind? Oh, that could have sucked. Alright, can't take a protein. Can't take an iron. I wonder when the last time I need surf is. I guess just right before red. I should probably PP up return. I imagine I'm going to need all of the returns in here. I know I don't like using the PP up early because once you pick up the second PP up, it's just more efficient. But considering return is basically my only attacking move, probably can make an exception. Up to 90 power on return. Oh, and also the moment I battle the gym leader, my friendship will go up by 2. So I might gain 1 power just for talking to the gym leader. Actually, I'm gonna pay attention to that. I'm gonna see how live it is. All right, so let's see. 227.90. 228.91. It worked. I thought it was 2 friendship though. I guess it's 1. I should have saved though. You never know what could go wrong with this Kingdra. And you never know what could go right. You know, I've always kind of wondered if any of these trainers were worth battling. Like, which one of them have, like, you know, like final XP amounts of worth it. Oh, over 200 friendship, it drops to 1. Okay, that makes sense. I've heard that. I thought that was more of a like later gen thing, but I understand. All right. Top, bottom, top, middle. Looks like I didn't pick up the regular elixir earlier in the run, so just gonna need to make sure to remember that, because I like to elixir sometimes a little too much in the Elite Four. If I have only 2, then I typically want to do 1 for Lance and one for Karen. Dang it. Although Karen is literally right before Lance. But the problem is, because of Sand Attack, you could go through more PP on Karen than the rest of the Elite Four. Can. Emphasis on can. Alright. I appreciate that it's still dark, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I picked midnight to make sure to ensure that it was still dark. And so far, so good. Oops. What am I doing? All right, better. All right, like I said, we're gonna do the training this time. Should have healed though. Oops. Definitely should have healed. My PP. His lack of return PP is a little discouraging. I think I still have that max. I think I have the max ether still. That might help. Alright, we're down to 8. Crap, I didn't see it. I don't think I used it. Did I not pick it up? That would be incredibly disappointing if I didn't pick it up. I don't think I picked it up. I guess in theory, what I could do is I could go to the heal house and then come back. Yeah, I thought I did too, but I could definitely see how I didn't, because there's been plenty of runs where I didn't. Yeah, I don't see it. All right, I need to be using Surf on anything that's neutral. All right, the trainer over here is actually useless. I guess this is the last guy before the heal. Quillfish guy sucks. Not even worth it. All right, it worked out. Oh, you know what? I also had this extra PP up. Could have did that too. Oh, you know what? I also could have considered using a PP max, because I can literally, since I'm battling all the trainers, I'm gonna go buy the other PP max anyways. I'm definitely enjoying being a higher level. This is definitely good, very helpful. This training is not too bad. So I'm probably still going to use 3 rare candies like I did last time. Or, well, I didn't do it last time, but I should have. Because I think 3 rare candies probably will make a difference somewhere. Who knows? Maybe 3 rare candies will help me knock out the Umbreon in one hit. Seems unlikely that I'll go from 3/4 to a one-shot. But 6 extra levels could do that. Maybe. I mean, six levels when you have a 130 attack stat, I mean, is a lot. Oh, you know what I could do? I could start with Mud Slap. Imagine if I start with Mud Slap and then, I mean, actually, there's no downside to starting with Mud Slap. Because if I start with Mud Slap, that's going to do a tiny amount of damage, and then the second attack will finish it off. In theory. Guess we'll see. I don't actually think I need to save in front of Will here. I think it's just basically gonna be a one-shot sweep other than the Slowbro. Oh, I wonder if the Executor will be a one-shot. Nope. Holy crap, that did a lot. And my special defense went down. I guess technically the Slowbro could knock me out now. That special drop. Well, that's good. That could have gone so much worse. Psychic special drop. Crazy. All right, last time I used Surf on Fortress, right? Yeah, that's right. Protect yourself from the second Surf. What? I'm a higher level. How'd you live? Maybe you lived last time too. I wonder why Crobat used Wing Attack. That's like a first. I can't remember last time I saw Crobat use an attacking move that wasn't like double team. Okay, so the answer was yes. Return does knock out Hitmontop. Surf doesn't. Return did. I wonder if I can level up by the end of this. That would be perfect. Oh. That close. I did 58 for the damage rounding threshold. I think 58 will definitely knock out the Vileplume. The question is, will it knock out Umbreon? Okay. All right. That lick could have paralyzed me. Okay. Smooth. All right, paralyzed Cure Berry. Full restore. Max elixir. All right, so we need a crit or a paralyzed miss. Or maybe our higher level will just do it. Guess we'll see. Oh, right. We were supposed to set up 3 amnesias there. Crap. All right, this is scary territory. All right. So amnesia would have helped us survive those outrages. So definitely want to go with amnesia this time. Literally free. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Yes. Okay, well, that's a win. Still used outrage, huh? Nice. Cool, cool. All right, on my normal runs, I always wait for the time to come up. I know on the races, I wait until it's done saying saving, obviously. But for the normal runs, I wait until the time comes up. It's just kind of a tradition at this point. There's no real value in it because I don't even keep track of that time, like, ever. But if anybody ever wanted to, at least it's there. We are going to be a few candies down from last run. I don't think that's going to be super relevant, though, because we're much higher level, but we'll see. We're a minute and a half ahead. Nice. Yeah, we are under 106 now. So it turns out bad luck, or sorry, overtraining, superior strategy is still not as good as good luck. Good luck just kind of wins. On the bright side, we'll crush the last run just for the simple fact that we're going to rare candy immediately on red. Dang, so close. Mudslap hasn't really been helping too much lately. It's pretty much just been for magnetons only at this point. You know what's really funny? That Iking is just now a thing. It's funny because it just keeps happening. Like, we keep saying it's a thing, and usually when somebody gets good luck, like, eventually they'll go back. Their good luck will reverse at some point, but it just doesn't for Ike, which is hilarious. And you know he's not cheating because we actually give him the ROM like right before we start. So I mean, like, he literally has no time to edit it. In fact, it's really funny that it just keeps happening. It's unexplainable. It's genuinely quite funny, though. Like, you wonder when the luck's gonna run out, but it just doesn't. I don't think there was anybody in the entire Kanto region that gave us any sort of issue. The only time we could possibly save is by just not battling as many trainers. So basically the two trainers in Sabrina's gym is like the only two trainers that we can really save time on. And they just randomly spin. Like, I understood that I just waited there. Maybe they spin so slowly that maybe they're worth waiting for, but I see no evidence of that on a normal run. Okay, right, up, up, down. See, I saw they spun like real fast that time. I just got lucky there. That's all right. I will most likely end up battling Jumpluff Girl anyways. Annie, I think a lot of people rely on that Omni boost as part of their strategy sometimes. Especially what do you call them? In tool assisted speedruns, because then they can just automatically get the Omni boost every time. But there are some Pokemon that get it, that just don't get better moves, and sometimes you need it if you have especially bad stats. I want to say that both the fossils in this game, they get ancient power, and I want to say that they're probably bad enough where maybe it can make a difference, but the problem is ancient power just has so little power that it's generally not good. But I know in Gen 3 there are some really hard battles. I know specifically the Tate and Liza one is like extraordinarily brutal, because I mean 2-on-1 is hard for anything. No matter how powerful you are, whenever you get ganged up, it's still not easy. By the way, we're past 105, which is 30 minutes after speed said 30 minutes. We're at 35 minutes, so either he's gonna be joining any minute now, or he forgot. Or somebody started talking to him, and then he got in a conversation that he couldn't get out of. Don't you guys like how Kingler is just a claw? Like, Kingler's not about Kingler's sprite. Kingler's about the claw. The claw. If anybody gets that reference, that's a Toy Story reference. I think it's Toy Story 1. The claw. No, that was too high. It's more the alien's like the claw. All right, so there we are. Oh. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I added Furt to the leaderboard, and we're already coming up on Furt's time. I don't know if you guys noticed. Furt finished at 115. That's insane. Quite unimaginable for how long Gen 2 is. All right, we have over 125 speed, so we're faster than electrodes. That's good. Interesting that he sends out the electrodes both last. That's different. Oh, I don't think I got the part. I should probably go do that. That was close. I probably missed out on a few steps. Not a big deal. So apparently there's a max revive in that rock. It would have been nice if it was like a max elixir or something that I could actually use. I have 5 PP. Probably should go elixir. That's the whole point of the elixir that I just pick up right at the bottom of that grass there. The whole point is to basically skip a Pokemon Center visit. I think I beat this guy though last time with water moves, so we'll do that again. Good old Blaine. Alright, so we're level 65. Alright, the overlay says we have... Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention how many candies. Thought it said 4 there for a second. 4, yeah, 4. Okay. So if there's 4 candies left, we need to be at least 71 in order to 2-shot the Venusaur. We have 1 more rare candy left to pick up, so that's 5. So we just need 1 more level between Brock and Blue. Yeah, that seems doable. So the early candies were not a detriment in any way. They were helpful. We're still going to end up at the same level, so it's not a big deal. In fact, we already tied Pikachu's speed, which is what Boss KO just said, so that's good. Last time we tied Pikachu's speed at level 66, so I remember this because I wanted a damage rounding threshold, but I was like, oh no, I need to actually outspeed the Pikachu. Oh no, I tied last time too, and I was 1 level higher in order to outspeed it. Never mind. Yep, it's the same exact speed. Ooh, this might be perfect. So Blue typically gives you almost 1 full level himself. Almost. We did just did a stream recently where he didn't. So I'm a slightly over the level. So hopefully now it'll be enough for him to get me 1 level. I don't know if 10 returns was enough. Oh no, not mirror move. Ooh, nice crit. I don't think that would have mattered though, because I think it would have used Leech Seed. I don't think Leech Seed is much of a threat. Interesting that it didn't use Rain Dance though, but still used Hydro Pump. I would have expected it to use like Hyper Beam if it wasn't going to use Rain Dance. Alright, and there's literally like no way this Arcanine could knock me out. It did use Flamethrower, which is resisted, so it must have known that it would do less damage. Or it must have known that it would have done more damage. Oh crap, it's daytime. It's a good thing we don't need return, but that's interesting. Good thing our strategy does not revolve around return. So that's weird. I'm gonna have to let Speed know that the whole daytime nighttime thing at 1 a.m. is not gonna work anymore. Oh, did I say I needed it? Yeah, I don't need it. I have 5 minutes to win though, so I better get like a first try victory. Otherwise, I'm only gonna have like 2 or 3 tries. Right, up, right, up, around, up 1, left 1, up, left. Oh, I screwed up. Right, left 1, up, left, see a ball, go around, left, up, right, left 1, up. Perfect. All right, rare candies. Level 72, so it's slightly higher than last time. You're gonna ignore the part. You're gonna ignore the part that said surf. Okay. We're knocking that out. Amnesia, took in sunlight, protect. Amnesia. Oh no, it used sunny day. Return. Return. All right. Amnesia. Reflect. Ooh. Honestly, the reflect is not that bad because the reflect's gonna fade by the time it gets to the next Pokemon. Oh my god. That is a lot less damage than I thought I would do. It is a good thing I 3-shot that because that could have gone horribly wrong. You know what's hilarious? He saw that Wing Attack was going to do more damage than Flamethrower. So what time does my Pokegear say? 5:30. All right, hold on. I'm going to see. Wait until it says 5:32. All right. That was at 23-minute in-game time. Now let's see if it goes at 24 in-game time. Yeah, it's 1 minute in-game. Is 1 minute. Oh, the game time is 5 hours. That's 5 hours past midnight. This makes me wonder, how far into the game is Whitney? Is Whitney 1 hour into the game? Can I possibly do Saturday at 11 p.m.? Yeah, I definitely started at midnight. Okay. First of all, let's lower the end the poll. I mean, the leaderboard thing will be later, but I am going to research this momentarily. All right. How far into the game is Whitney? 1 hour. Possibly lower. Boy. How did we do this so easily before? How was 1 a.m. just... How was 1 a.m. just like perfect before? Why is it different now? 1 a.m. used to be perfect before. That was the first run, so that was not extra training. Let me see where extra training would have been.
So how'd the run go?
So I ran into a new problem that will affect both of us, and it's a Super Shucky problem. So Super Shucky never stops playing. Like even if you click off of the game, Super Shucky continues to keep playing.
Yeah.
And this is causing 1 a.m. when I'm going to Golden Run, or not Golden Run, when I am going to pick up Curse, it's not dark anymore.
So like the time goes by faster?
Which is so weird because 1 a.m. was always perfect. I just did a run at 12 a.m. and it still was bright outside.
So, how'd you figure this out? You went to pick up Curse and the guy wasn't there?
No, I picked it up because I noticed it was bright. My strategy didn't use Curse.
Oh.
Okay, so according to this, with extra training, it was 1 hour and 7 minutes for... Oh, not an hour and 7. An hour and 23 for Whitney. With no training, it's about 59 minutes for Whitney. So I guess technically, if you don't get Curse, or if you get Curse immediately upon leaving the city, you could still theoretically do 11 p.m. Saturday.
So you're saying we'll need to find a new starting time?
Yeah, it might be 11 p.m. Saturday.
Yeah, that makes... I mean, that's not a big deal. At least we figured this out now.
I need to figure out if there's a possible way to make Super Shucky stop if you don't have it active. Like, look, it's been active this whole time. Anyways, you guys don't need to see this. So have a nice night, guys. I will see you again on Thursday, where we will be playing Eternatus with Scott. It has incredibly high stats. It has very bad moveset. So the world may never know how that run's going to go.